Session today, we're going to be doing our circulation boosting exercise. For the majority of the session, we're going to be in the front third of our chair, feet flat on the floor, knees facing forwards, and just make sure you've got that nice upright posture. So you're imagining that something's pulling up through your middle and you're sitting up nice and tall. If you do need a rest at any point in the session, then just take a little step back and you can use the back of your chair to have a rest. Or equally, you can just take a slouch position in your seat. If you are doing the exercises, however, make sure you're in that nice upright position. Lovely. We won't need any equipment for the session today, and you can fast forward to any point if you just want to do a short minute bout of the activity. We're just going to do some gentle heel raises to start. Lovely. Remember, none of these exercises should cause you any pain. If they do, then just stop. Lovely. And we're going to switch that into a toe tap. So we're now tapping our toes. Excellent. Good, we're going to keep our feet still now, and we're going to go into an arm march. So we're just swinging our arms past our body, keeping our elbows in. Good, warming up that upper half of our body. Excellent. And we're going to try and make that arm swing as big as we can. Good. Super. Remember, you can go at your own pace. You don't need to follow my pace. If you want to slow it down, or if you want to speed it up, that's entirely up to you. Okay, let's give our arms a rest down by our side, and we're going to go back down to our legs. This time we're going to do leg marching. So we're lifting our knees up, one leg at a time. Remember, you can use your chair as support if you want to hold on to it. If not, you can just have your hands down by the side. Good. And again, at your own pace, really try and lift those knees. Good. Still remembering we're in that upright posture. Good, let's relax our legs back down and we're going into our punches. So we're bringing our hands up towards our jaw and we're just gently punching forwards. Try not to extend that elbow fully. Good. That's excellent. Remember, if you're not quite ready to punch at chest height, you can punch down below as another option. Good, we're going to mix it up again, and this time we're going to punch to the side. So we're going across our body. Lovely, we're getting a little bit of movement in our torso. Super. Excellent. Good, we're going to go back down to our legs now and get our legs moving again. We're going back to our marching. So we're really lifting those knees up. If you feel ready to do so, we can add in some arms. So we can really get marching. Excellent. Good. Remember, if your arms mean that your legs do something funny, then just pick one and and go with that as long as we're moving. Super. And back down. We're going to relax those arms, keep our legs marching, and we're going to take that into a heel dig now. So this time we're extending our leg in front, digging our heel on the floor. Lovely. Make sure that you don't fully extend your knee. And we're still sitting in that upright posture. Excellent. Giving our legs a little rest again, we're going to go into our bicep curls. So we're going up and down. Lovely. Bending at the elbow, bringing your hands towards your shoulder. Try and keep your elbows locked into the side of your body and don't swing your arms too far backwards. So you're just going down to the sides of the chair and back up again. Excellent. Good. If you feel ready to do so, you can add the heel digs that we've just done into that. So combining those together. Fabulous. Hopefully you should feel a little bit warmer now, that heart rate going up. That's great if you do. Good. Remember, if you need a rest at any point, you can take one. Excellent. The next one we're going to go into is toe taps to the side. So we're warming up our hips now. So we're going out to the side. Good. Excellent. Again, remembering we're not fully extending that knee. Good. This time we're trying to tap our toes on the floor rather than our heels. Again, you can use that chair for support and stability, or you can take your hands down to the side. Good. Remember that upright position is really important, keeping both sides of our bottom on the chair at all times. Lovely. We're going to add those arms again. So this time we're going to go arm and leg. Fabulous. Good. Lovely. Two more. Okay, and just take it into that heel dig, sitting upright on your chair. So that's the end of the pulse raiser for our warm-up. Now we're going to go into our mobility exercises. So this next set of exercises is all about mobilising your joints. We're not going to hold any of these exercises, that comes later in our cool down stretch, but these are really good. If you're ever waking up in the morning feeling a little bit stiff, you just want to get going, these are fabulous for that. Okay, just keeping those feet still, and we're going to go into our neck mobilisation by just tilting our head down to the side and back up to the middle. So we're going ear to shoulder, back to the middle. Lovely. Ear to shoulder. Good. Do two more. If this makes you dizzy, you can miss out this exercise. Good. And we're going to go into shoulder shrugs next. So we're taking our shoulders up towards our ears and back down again. And we're aiming for about 6 to 8 of these exercises. So we're going up towards our shoulders and back down. Lovely. Up and down. Good. Up and down. Super. And again, that's 6. I'm going to carry on to 8. So we go up and down and up and down. Lovely. We're now going to take that into a shoulder roll. So we're going up and backwards. Good. Same again between 6 and 8. So you're taking that back. This is really good if you're wanting to open up those lungs in the morning. Really good at helping with our breathing. Excellent. We're taking that back, so right up to our ears, and take it back. Good. And up, and back. Excellent. The next one we're going to do, just go to the maximum point of your range of movement. So we're going to start with our palms facing forwards, and we're taking our arms up and out to the side and all the way over our head and back down again. If you need to stop at an earlier point, that's absolutely fine. Just go to where feels comfortable for you. So you're going all the way up and down. Excellent. And up and down. If you want to include your breathing with this exercise, we're breathing out on the way up and in on the way down. Super. So going all the way up and all the way down. We'll do one more. So we're going up and down. Super. The next one, we're going to take it into a side bend. So we're still remembering this upright posture, no slouching. I want you to imagine that there is a pane of glass at the front and the back of you. We don't want to lean forwards or backwards and break either one of those panes of glass. Make sure that you're keeping both sides of your bottom on the chair, and you can use the legs of the chair as a guide for this exercise. So you're going down as far as you feel comfortable, and then back to the middle. Down to the other side and back to the middle. Lovely. So you're aiming for 3 to 4 of these side bends on each side. Lovely. So you're going down and up. You might feel that you get a little bit further each time. That's excellent. Good. Just remembering that posture and those panes of glass. Super. Good. We'll do one more. Lovely. And sitting up. Wonderful. The next one we're going to do, a little bit more complicated. We're just warming up that torso. And it's a twisting action. I like to imagine it's as if you're going to get a seat belt and pull it over your body. So the next one, you need to take your arm over to your opposite knee. Place your other hand on top. You're drawing a line all the way back to your hip and look over your shoulder and bring it back round. Remember, we don't hold this, we just pass through the movement. So we go hand on top, pull it back to your hip, look over your shoulder, and bring it back to the middle. Lovely. And repeat on the other side. Hand on top, pull it back, forwards, good, and repeat. Good, looking over that shoulder. Lovely. Going to do one more on each side. So go hand on top, pull it back, forwards, and repeat on the other side. Good, and bringing that forwards. Lovely. The next one we're going to do is just warming up this hip joint. We're going back to our marching that we did at the start in the warm-up, but this time we're taking our legs wider. So you might want to hold on to the chair for support for this one. So we're starting just in our normal march, and we're taking our legs as wide as we can, and then back into the middle. Good. The same again, so we're going out really wide. Good, as wide as we can, and back to the middle. Remembering that we want to stay sitting up tall, so we're not leaning back when we're doing this exercise. Good. Out to the middle, and good. Excellent. The next one we're going to do is for our ankles. So for this one, I want you to imagine that there is a pound coin on the floor. Your heel and your toe has to tap that pound coin in exactly the same spot. So you're going heel and toe, heel and toe. Good, just really mobilising that ankle joint. Super, good, and toe, heel and toe. And then swap over to the other leg, heel and toe. Lovely. Good. That's it. Super. And then bringing that down. That's excellent. Okay. The next set of exercises we're going to do lead us on to our 5-minute bouts of our circulation boosters. So these exercises you can do at any point in the day if you've got a spare 5 minutes. You can follow along with me, or you can try and make up your own. That's absolutely fine. I like to think of them as a bit of an advert break exercise. If you want something to do in those 5 minutes whilst you're watching the telly, then these are a great way to get moving. Okay, the first one we're going to do is all about combining leg movements and arm movements together, and there's a progression throughout the 5 minutes. The aim of this exercise is to just continually move for the whole 5 minutes, but don't quite worry if you don't get there and you have to stop at any point. That's fine. It's all about making that progression. So our first set is always going to start with the warm-up. So the warm-up for all of our circulation boosters will be our heel marches, our toe taps, and our arm swings. Lovely. Then we're going to go into 8 different exercises for 30 seconds. So I will talk you through them. Don't worry if you don't know what's coming next. That's absolutely fine. Just follow along with me. Okay. Okay, we're going to start with our heel marches for our warm-up. Are we ready? And off we go. So we're just marching those heels. Excellent. Really good. Then we're going to go into our toe taps. So now we're tapping our toes. Good. That's great. Next one, we're going into our arm swing. So keeping our feet still now. We're into that arm swing. Super. Can we make that bigger? So we're trying to go as big as we can now. The first exercise is the heel digs that we did in our warm-up. Good. Lovely. When we're ready, we're going to take it into a heel dig. So we're going heel dig in front. Good. That's it. So remembering that we don't want to extend that leg. Super. That's 20 seconds. If you'd like a 10-second rest, you can stop there, or you can keep going for the full 30 seconds. Next exercise we're going to go into is our punches. So feet still, and we're going punches in front. Lovely. That's it. Remember, if you need to lower your punch, you can do. Great work. That's 20 seconds. The next exercise we're going to go into is side taps. We're tapping our feet to the side. Good. Relaxing those arms, and we're going out to the side. Fabulous. Remember, you can use the chair if you need for that support. Great work. Good. 20 seconds. The next exercise is an upright row. I like to think of it as if you're pulling your trousers up. Good. So feet still, knuckles forwards, elbows up and down. Only up to shoulder height. You don't need to go above. Super. Good. That's 20 seconds. In the next sets, we're going to be joining our arm and leg movements together. We're going to go heel dig and bicep curl. Lovely. So we're going heel dig, bicep curl. Remember, if you're getting slightly confused with this one, just pick your legs or your arms, whichever exercise you want to do, and stick with that instead. Fabulous, that's 20 seconds. Great work. The next one we're going to do is our box step punch. Lovely. So we're going out, out, in, in. Good. Super. So you're taking those legs slightly wider, punching forwards. That's 20 seconds. Super. Next one, we're going out to the side with our arms and our legs. Good. So going side. Super. Excellent. Keep going. Remember to stay in that upright position. 20 seconds gone. Super work. We're going next one into toe taps and upright row. So this is our final one. In front, toe taps, lifting those elbows in our upright row. Good. That's 20 seconds. Nearly there. Super, and finishing there. Great work. So that's our first 5-minute circulation booster. So really good. Hopefully you're feeling nice and warm, nice loose joints, and that gets everything moving. So really great start. Now we're going to move on to our second circulation booster. So this one's a lot more rhythmic and it involves tapping and clapping. So if you're somebody who likes music and a bit of dance exercise, this one might suit you. So we're going to start again with our toe taps and our arm swings for our warm-up, and then we're going into a tap and a clap movement. So I'll just show you the 4 movements that are involved with this exercise because we haven't done them in the warm-up. So we go tap and clap. That's our first exercise. The second exercise is tap on your thighs, clap to the side. We then have tap on your thighs and clapping up high. And the final one is tapping on your thighs and clapping diagonally. So, like we did with the last set of exercises, we'll be combining some hand movements and some leg movements. Now, we will be clapping our hands for a good 4 minutes. So just make sure that if it's a bit uncomfortable to actually clap your hands together, you can pretend to clap, or you can use your fingertips as a clapping action. Whatever suits you. You don't need to fully clap your hands together. So we're going to start this exercise again with our warm-up. And remember, the aim of this is to just keep moving for that 5 minutes, but I'll always give the 20-second option, and you can have the 10-second rest. Okay, when we're ready, we're going to take it into our heel pumps. Good. Excellent. Remember that posture. Nice up and tall. We're going to take it into toe taps next. Good. That's it. So heels on the floor, lifting those toes, and then going to take it into an arm swing. Excellent. Off we go into arm swing. So feet flat on the floor. Really good. That's it. We're going to make that arm swing bigger now. So as big as you can go. Remember to keep your elbows in towards your body. First exercise is our tap and clap, just to chest height. When we're ready, so we go tap and clap. Good. You want an extra challenge with this exercise, You could add some music and try and do your tap and clap to a beat. Super. That's 20 seconds. Remember, you can go at your own pace. Next one, we're going out to the side. Super. So we go side, middle, side, middle. Lovely. Great work. We're just getting some movement in our torso. That's 20 seconds. Excellent. We're going up high next. Remember, you can always adapt this exercise to bring it back into our chest height clap. Or you can stick with up high. Lovely. That's 20 seconds. Next exercise is our diagonal claps. Off we go. So we go diagonal. Good. Super. And start adding some legs into these movements now, starting with heel taps and tap and clap. Good. So we go in heel digs. Lovely. Good. That's it. So you're just trying to join those heels and you tap and clap together. That's 20 seconds. Next exercise, we're going to the side with a heel dig. Good. Side, middle, side, middle. Super. Remember, you can make this faster, you can make this slower, whatever suits you. That's 20 seconds. Excellent. We're going up high with toe taps. Lovely. You can adapt it to the chest height clap. That's 20 seconds. We're into our diagonal next with a heel dig. Lovely. Heel dig. Heel dig. Lovely. Heel dig. Good. Get that coordination going. And I got confused a little bit there. Lovely. Good. Keeping that upright posture, that's 20 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Good. And stopping there. That's excellent. Well done. Super. Give those arms a shake. Give those legs a shake. Lovely. Next exercises we're going to do, set 3 of our circulation boosters, is all about that repetitive movement. So we're going to use our punching action and our marching action that we did in the warm-up, and we're going to use our heel digs, our bicep action, and we're going to introduce a couple of new exercises. So I'm just going to show you what those are now. So we have tricep press, keeping your elbows locked into your body. You extend backwards and up. So we're going backwards. Good, and you should feel this muscle at the back here working. The next exercise that's slightly new is our chest press. So we go from the side here, hands facing forwards, pushing in front as if we are pushing a really heavy door. So we'd like this to happen at about chest height. But if you need to do this action down below, that's fine. You can aim for belly button height also. So you've got chest press in front. Fabulous. The last exercise that is new is our rowing action. We take our hands in front, we pull them behind, keeping our elbows into our body. So we don't want to have any chicken wings. We're keeping those elbows glued in. And that's working our upper back. So those are a couple of the new exercises that we'll be doing. We'll be combining some of the stuff that we're doing in the warm-up also. So we're going to start with our little warm-up of toe taps and arm swings. So in our sitting upright position on the chair, make sure feet are flat and knees are facing forwards. We're going to start with our heel digs this time. When we're ready, and off we go. So we're going heel digs. Good. We're going to move that into a toe tap next. So we're going toe taps. Super. Next, we're going to take that into an arm swing. Lovely. So just start smaller arm swing to start with. Good. Then we're going to take it into our bigger arm swing. Remember to keep your elbows in at the side of your body. Next movement we're going to go into is our march, punching our arms forwards. So we're going marching with our legs and our arms are going forwards in our punching action. Good. So a lot of these actions are requiring coordination. Super, training the mind as well as the body. That's 20 seconds. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. Next, we're going into a side punch, but keeping our legs marching. Good. So legs keep marching, and we're punching across our body. Good. Super. Good. 20 seconds. Again, you can go at your pace. That's it. Then take it into a hook. Keep your legs marching. Or hooking round. Good. So our legs. That's it. Keep them moving. And our arm comes round the side. Super. That's 20 seconds. The next, we're going to take it into an uppercut. Super. So we're going up, legs keep marching, up. Good. Super, keep going. Uppercut. Excellent, that's 20 seconds. Good, keep them going. We're taking it into a heel dig and bicep curl. Lovely. Good. That's it. Remember, don't swing those arms back. Good. Super. Keep them going. That's 20 seconds. Don't extend that knee out. Tapping those heels. We're going to take it into that tricep action that we did before. So we're going heel dig, tricep press. Good. You go as fast or as slow as you like with this one. Good. That's 20 seconds. Next, we're going into our chest press, keeping up with our heel digs. Super. Good. So we're pushing our arms in front at chest height. Imagine you're pushing that really heavy door. Super. Keep going. Remember, you can take it to belly button if needed. That's 20 seconds. We're going to go into our final exercise with our heel digs and our rowing action. Still remembering that upright position. Good. So in front and pulling those arms behind in our row. Super. Good, that's 20 seconds. Keep going. Into our last 10 seconds now. Well done. Good, and stop there. Lovely. Giving everything a shake. Excellent. So that really will have worked in our hip flexors and down our quads as well as our arm muscles. So super work, well done. And it was really good that we just kept moving for that whole 5 minutes. Okay, now we're going to move on to our stretching exercises. So these are much slower than the mobility actions that we did earlier. We're going to hold each one of these stretches for about 15 seconds to really increase our range of movement at our joints. We're going to start towards our head and we're going to go all the way down to our toes. I'm going to do one set of each of these exercises, but you can do up to 3. Now these exercises are really good before you go to sleep. If you're somebody who might struggle with actually drifting off to sleep, something like a stretching exercise can really calm the mind because you're concentrating on the action that you're doing. And it's almost a form of mindfulness. So if you're somebody who doesn't quite get on with other forms of mindfulness, give stretching a go because that really can start to unwind the body and prepare your body for sleep. So they're good to do at the end of the day, especially if we've been working our muscles throughout the day through walking and cleaning, for example. So we're going to start with our stretch for our neck. So we're going to drop our ear to one shoulder. To increase this stretch, you can take your opposite hand to your opposite shoulder. And we're just holding that stretch there. Excellent. That's it. We're going to repeat this on the other side. So bringing our head back up to the middle. We're going hand over. And just that gentle stretch. Going to that point where you might feel a slight discomfort and a stretch, but we shouldn't feel pain. If we feel pain, just stop the exercise there. Super. We're then going to take it into our upper back stretch. So for this one, we're pushing forwards, making a C shape with our spine. You can drop your head if it doesn't make you feel dizzy. And just really gentle breathing throughout all of these stretches. We're then going to take that to the opposite and do our chest stretch. So we take our hands towards the back of the chair and we're stretching across our chest. If you can't quite reach the back of your chair, you can also place your hands in your lower back, and that's still the same stretch. Excellent, and relaxing down. Next one we're going to take is for our arms. So we're going to pull our arm across our body, hook underneath. Make sure this is below or above your elbow, but try not to put any pressure on your elbow joint. We don't want to pressure that joint. So we're just pulling it across the body. Good, feeling that stretch in our shoulder. Super. And then we're going to swap over to the other arm. So we're going across with the other arm and hooking underneath. Lovely. And just relaxing into that stretch. Super. Next, we're going to take it into a tricep stretch. So there's a few options for this one. Don't worry if your arm doesn't go quite as high as mine. That's fine, everyone's will be different. So taking your hand onto your shoulder and placing your other hand underneath to support your elbow. You're going to walk your fingers down your back and just lifting your elbow up towards the ceiling. So you should feel that stretching down here, and you might also feel the stretch down into your side also. Excellent. But please just go as high as you can and bringing that down. Good. We're going to swap over to the other side. So we go hand onto our shoulder, other hand underneath to support it, and walking our fingers down our back to stretch that tricep. Super. And just holding that there. Good. And we take that movement back down. Good for when you've got an itch at the top of your back, then you need to reach it in a difficult place. Lovely. Right, the next one we're going to go into is stretching our side like we did in the warm-up. So we're reaching down as far as we can go, imagining those panes of glass are there, and we're holding that stretch. If you want to increase it, you can lift your elbow, and that will just increase that stretch inside. Excellent. And then bringing that back up to the middle. Then we go over to the other side. So we're reaching down, lifting our elbow, and just increase that stretch slightly. Make sure both sides of your bottom are on the chair. Good. And just holding that stretch. Super. Okay, now we're going to be stretching our hamstrings. So we're taking our foot in front, make sure your toes are dropped down to the floor. Hand onto your bent knee, and we're leaning forwards in our chair, lifting your chest and your head, and that will increase the stretch down the back of the leg here in your hamstring. Great. And then we're going to swap over to the other leg. So we're extending that forwards, hand onto our bent knee, and leaning into that stretch. Good. That's it. Then we're going to stretch our calf muscle. So we're going to put our leg in front, lift our toes towards our body. So we're stretching this muscle down here. We're just sitting up nice and tall. Good posture for this stretch. Then we're going to swap over to the other side. So we go in front, toe lifted, and stretching that calf. Excellent. And then we're bringing that back up. Super. The last stretch is an optional stretch if you wish to do so. For this one, you need to turn to the side on your chair. You're holding the back of your chair with one hand, and you're holding underneath your chair with your other. You need to be quite far forwards on the front, and we're dropping this front leg back into a lunge position. So we're stretching our hip flexor and down our quad. Good. Make sure our upper body is straight and we're looking straight forwards in front of us. Super. Good. And we bring that together and we're sitting into the front of our chair, and then we swap up to the other side. So remember, you can hold the top of your chair, the bottom of the front of your chair, and taking that stretch back. So really stretching your hip flexor and your quad, which we've used quite a lot of. If you're someone that's working from home at the moment and sitting down a lot more than usual, then you can actually do this stretch throughout the day, just to release that hip flexor muscle that gets quite tight when we do a lot of sitting down. Lovely. Well done, everybody. That's the end of our session today. So remember, you can choose any point of the session that you want to join in with, and you can do it at any point in the day. So the aim of this one is for those 5-minute chunks of continuous movement to just get everything going. So really good job. Well done.